Good evening, good evening. Hey, let's end this Monday right, huh? Let's chill. Grab your favorite beverage, whether it's coffee, libation, tea, I don't care. Just whatever gives you joy. Prop your feet up. Let's do some mini readings. Hello, everybody. Let me say hello to everybody. Rebecca, how you doing, Night Owl? That's Holly. I got you, love bug. All right. Miss Z, I got you, love. Good to see you. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Thank you for that super chat, Night Owl. That's so sweet of you. Birdman in the house. Lisa Littlefeet in the house. What's up, Laura Beautiful? Let's clear some energy. Let me put the list up, and we'll clear some energy real quick. You got your wine? All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's chillax time. You've heard of Netflix and chill. Well, this is Cottage and chill. Cottage and chill. A little bit different, but you know, the idea is the same, right? There we go. Can y'all see that okay? All right, there we go. Let's clear some energy, folks. Let's clear some energy. Hey, Joseph, what's up? How you doing? You like rocking Monday nights? I may start doing Mondays instead of Sundays. I like it too. Hold on a minute. Let me get straight. There we go. Hey, Aries Beauty, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Sexy DD, what's up? Good to see all of you guys. Welcome in, welcome in. All right. Listen, I'll paraphrase. I won't say who, and it wasn't me. But I got to tell a funny story that I got a few minutes ago from a fellow Gemini. And this fellow Gemini was having a conversation with my fellow Gemini that was talking to me is a female Gemini. She was talking to a male Gemini who, you know, they were just chit-chatting on DMs or whatever. And he got fresh with her, so she kind of called him down a little bit. He called her boring. And she said, I don't really give a fuck what you think about me. And as a Gemini, you should be well aware that I don't care what you think about me. That's so Gemini. I was like, I'm here for it. That was like an epic Gemini comment. You won, my dear. You won. All right. Let's see what's up. All right. Let's go to Rebecca. Rebecca, how you doing? I know, right? Loved it. She's like, I don't give a fuck what you think of me. And if you're a Gemini, you ought to know that. All right. Let's see what's up, Rebecca. Let's see what's up. All right. So speaking of Gemini, Rebecca has been dealing with a Gemini who has been in and out. And we had an amazing reunion. We were making plans. He left abruptly. He brought up my marriage again. Why is he not all in this time? Will he be back and get over his FOMO? Lord, what are we going to do? Hey, Rebecca, remind me of, are you here, Rebecca, love? I know you were here earlier. I don't know if you're here. There she is. All right, Rebecca, remind me of your zodiac sign. Remind me of your zodiac sign and we'll pull for you. Hey, beautiful Gemini glitters, what's up with you? How you doing? But remind me your zodiac sign, and let's see what's going on with this crazy-ass Gemini. He brought up marriage again. Okay, he brought up marriage again. I thought he said your marriage. Okay, he brought up marriage again. Yeah, you're an Aries. Okay, all right, good. All right, so my Gemini in and out. We just had an amazing reunion, making plans. He left abruptly, but he had brought up marriage again. Why is he not all in this time? What's going on with Gemini? What's going on with the Gemini male toward Rebecca the Aries? What's going on with the Gemini male toward Rebecca the Aries? What's going on with the Gemini male? Judgment in the reverse. That just means obstacles. We want to figure out why. What's going on with the Gemini? What's going on with the Gemini? What's going on with this Gemini toward Rebecca the Aries? What's going on with this Gemini toward Rebecca the Aries, please? What's going on with the Gemini toward Rebecca the Aries? What's going on with the Gemini toward Rebecca the Aries? What's going on with Gemini toward Rebecca the Aries? What's going on with Gemini toward Rebecca the Aries? Page of Swords. Three of Wands in the reverse. He does have FOMO. That's what's wrong with him. You know, he will reach back out. You probably know that. Will he be back? That part, yes. I already have that, okay? Because we got the High Priestess in the reverse, all right? So that much I've got for you already, Rebecca. I think FOMO, I think you nailed it with this FOMO with the Three of Wands here in the reverse. It's possible that somebody distracts this Gemini. That may be why that Three of Wands is here in the reverse. I'm going to get a little more. It's interesting because I think I'm going to tell you something else I want to do, Rebecca. I want to delve into that Page of Swords in a minute. I want to first look at this Three of Wands here. I want to first look at this Three of Wands in the reverse and see what's going on with that. Yeah, he gets distracted by something that's a hot tamale. Okay, that's exactly, Queen of Wands came out. That's exactly what that is. So he's got a wandering eye. He absolutely, you nailed it. Hey, Jesse, you absolutely nailed it with FOMO. You absolutely nailed it. He gets easily distracted. He gets a wandering eye, which is a pretty immature BS thing, right? I want to find out, I want to delve into this Page of Swords and find out what that is. I think that's not here because a lot of times the Page of Swords is about spying, but I don't think that's why this is here. I've got a gut feeling. I kept looking at that and I'm like, this doesn't make sense for this reading. Why are you here? I think I know, but I want my cards to talk to me, Rebecca, on that Page of Swords, but I feel like there's something else here that's that he's allowing to influence himself, and I'm going to see what that is. He can't blame his bullshit on ADHD. I mean, and I know I know you're trying to give the benefit of the doubt, but I'm gonna tell you, my 18-year-old Taurus is severe ADHD, and she was solid for somebody for 2.5 years. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me tell you what's going on here with this Page of Swords. It's as I thought. Whether you know this or not, there are people that are in your Gemini friend's ear, okay? I don't know who they are. It could be more than one. I feel like it may be a friend or friends or family, okay? And now a flip side of this is sometimes when you see what I'm looking at, he has someone that is by all appearances a friend, and he thinks legitimately that this person is a friend, but this person could be trashing you possibly to get with themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like for their own benefit, right? So It's possible that it's somebody that wants him. He's definitely got some gossip going on, some bullshit in his ear. The sister. There you go. There you go. So, and I'm gonna tell you, sis may not be the only one. Okay, sis may not be the only one. I'm gonna tell you. I'm picking up a couple of people. I'm picking up a younger energy that is a liar and a bullshitter and just a hot mess. And I've also got somebody that is an older male, possibly, that, or somebody that is a strong. It's somebody that is a strong influence in this person's life. It could be male or female, but it may be somebody that this person looks up to and respects. It's possible to be a father or a minister, or even their boss could be, or an uncle, or even maybe an older sibling. Okay, it could even be that. Whoever this is somebody that this Gemini looks up to. And this I don't know what it is, but this person that I'm picking up that is older, seemingly they are very stable. All right, seemingly they're very stable. Now the younger person that's talking shit is a hot mess. All right, just so you know that. But so it is a combination of things. Now, let's go back to this wandering eye. He's very easily influenced. Yeah. Let's go back to this wandering eye. Okay. It may not be that it's that he's easily distracted. What may be happening, unbeknownst to you, is his family may be even trying to introduce him to other people. Or at a minimum, they're saying you can do better. At a minimum. They're telling him, and I disagree with that. I mean, I'm here with you, but my point is, I think somebody is here. And now, let me also say this. Does sis have a friend that she could be advocating for? You may have that going on. You could even have that going on. All right? Because I've got a person showing up here that's, so you could have something like that going on. So here's what I say. Hey, Gina Vina. I have ADHD. Joseph weighed in. Thank you for that, Joseph. I have ADHD. It's not an excuse for bad behavior. I appreciate you trying to be empathetic and understanding, though. You're a kind person. Yeah, I mean, I get it. We want to give people, grace, but at the same time, how much grace you going to give, And, you deserve something solid. Yes, interfering family. What I will say this. I agree with you, Ms. Z, but I will also say this. It's up to this Gemini to tell his family to butt the hell out of their life, of his life. And if this person is that easily influenced, you want somebody with a spine. I can't see an Aries woman being too turned off by somebody that's spineless. Being too turned on by somebody that's spineless. That's my take. There you go. Ms. Zanzi has weighed in. You are dodging a bullet, probably. Because if this person's family has that much influence on him, trust and believe, whoever this person ends up with, it's going to be hell for them. It's going to be hell for them. Right. Will he what? Will he what? I do see him popping back up, but I don't see him being any more stable. I don't think, to tell you whether, I don't think it's really FOMO. If it is FOMO, I think it's implanted by the family. I think your bigger problem here is the family influence. I think that's the biggest problem. And will he get over that? No. 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 Yeah, he's not going to. I'm sorry, I'm eating an Oreo. And I'm trying to cover my mouth so that I won't talk with my mouth open. I do see him popping back up, but I see him being very impulsive, very in and out going forward. Well, Ms. Z, that would be another question. Here, Birdie, have an Oreo. Here, Birdie, I'm not being rude anymore. Have an Oreo, Birdie. There. I've got the whole package in here. But no, he ain't gonna do shit. I will say this, Ms. Z, not anybody that she would want to contend with at this time. I'll answer that for you, Rebecca. Ms. Z said, is anybody else coming for you? Nobody that you would want right now, because you're in the energetic vibration of dealing with somebody like this, and you don't want to have the same experience wearing different skin, and you will. Best bet for you, shadow work this thing. Get yourself out of this energetic vibration of because this is a subconscious choice on your part. Get yourself out of the place of putting up with this shit to begin with, right? And that takes time and work, and you'll have better. So the short answer is not right now, but the long answer is if you want it to, you can have a healthy one. Yeah. So I'm actually glad Ms. Z asked that. Thank you for that, love. That's what I got. I hope that helped you, love. You know, it's tough when you've got these folks that are so easily influenced. Sometimes it's tough, and you know, you can see that in the charts a lot of times, you know. And I mean, look, let me tell you, I don't want to blame that kind of behavior on zodiac signs either. I'm not about to. In fact, I'll speak to that for a second while I'm updating the list, okay? Because I'm a Gemini and we can multitask. But we all have shit in our birth chart. We all have good things in our chart, and we all have shit in our chart. And, you know, having self-awareness means we understand that we have the propensity to act certain kind of ways, and self-awareness is taking responsibility so that you don't do that. There are a lot of people that I know and that I'm close to that in their chart, they have the propensity to be easily influenced and be people pleasers and codependency and that sort of thing. But they're either working on it or have already worked through it. So there is that. I mean, that's the nice thing about looking at someone's chart, is like you can look at it and you can go, oh, okay, this person has the propensity to be a people pleaser. Let's observe and see if we see it or not. Right. All right, next up is Cameron. Cameron. Let's see what's up. I wish this pop-up would stop. All right, let me timestamp for Cameron. Cameron had asked 2 questions. Here we go. All right. Cameron is a Virgo and dealing with a Virgo. What will happen between the Virgo man and I? Yes, Jesse said, could jump into something right away, but you'd probably be a repeating cycle. Thank you. Yes, Jesse, that is absolutely right. Okay. What will happen between the Virgo man and I? What's in store for me in love and finances work? So that's two different questions, all right? So I'm going to separate it since your first question is about the Virgo man. The second question will be about finances and work because those can go totally different. So you need to have those. That's why we have two separate topics, one topic per question, right? I've specified that, so I get to pick. All right. Let's see what is in store for Cameron and the other Virgo. What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo? What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo? What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo? What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo? What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo, please? What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo? What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo? What is in store for Cameron and this Virgo? So I have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I have the Four of Wands in the reverse. And the Strength card. It appears to me that this Virgo, for whatever reason, is holding back, all right, and leaning toward ending things, okay, with the Four of Wands in the reverse, or not ending, or if you guys are not together, just leaning towards remaining apart. The Virgo may feel like this has been, I don't know, it's possible that this has been an unhealthy connection with the Queen of Cups here in the reverse and the Strength card in the upright. There could be some unhealthy codependency dynamics, some people pleasing with this thing, one side or the other, I don't know. Because we're pulling for the joint energies just to see what's going to happen with you two. Four of Pentacles, more holding back. Lovers in the reverse, Four of Swords. Yeah. I don't see you guys coming together or staying together, whichever. If you're together, you won't stay together. If you're apart, you won't come together. I don't even see you guys coming together if you're apart. It is possible that this person is into another person with the Lovers card in the reverse. But it feels to me like the way that this Virgo sees things, the Virgo sees things as you guys just not being on the same page. That's what I got. It almost feels like this Virgo feels the need to take a break because they're kind of exhausted. They are trying to detach, with the King of Swords coming out. Struggling to detach, but trying to. Unfinished business. It could be that this Virgo left you without a lot of closure, but at the same time, there's some anger issues, some bitterness around this thing. That could be some of the unfinished business that needs to be healed. That's coming out, all right? Yeah, I don't think this Virgo is wanting to entertain this at all. I don't see it. I mean, I've just pulled a number of cards. I've got like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards, and none of them speak to them being into you in any way, not even sexually, unfortunately. It feels to me like this Virgo is just done. Probably best to heal. You know, I know you had asked me about two topics on your second question, what's in store for me in love. What needs to be in store for you is to take a break from this situation that we just read about and heal from it. If you try to put yourself right back out there, you'll have a similar disappointment. It'll just be wearing different skin. You've got to, the wounds that you're in vibrational alignment with certain events happening. And unfortunately for you, that did happen, but you can absolutely keep it from happening again. Take a break, do some work. Don't just take a break if you're just going to look at time and think. Time does not heal all wounds. It's time plus work. And so that would be the next order of agenda that I would say, if I were in your shoes, it wouldn't be a matter of asking a tarot reader what's in store for me in love. I would already know. Next thing for me is shadow work and healing and taking a break from love. That's the next thing for me. That's me. Let's look at your future around finances and work. Let's take a look at Cameron's future in finances and work. Give me Cameron's future around 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 finances and work. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, Three of Cups. Okay, so I get some turmoil immediately that you're going through. I feel like you may feel like you're having to compete for something or stand your ground about something. You're encouraged to stand your ground and set some boundaries, okay? Stand your ground about something. There's something you need to speak up for yourself about at work. And I also get drawing some boundaries around people that start drama and keeping your space and protecting your own energy as much as you possibly can. Not allowing people to draw you in, okay, to their battles, and being able to delineate a boundary between what is your battle and what is not. You know, that age-old saying, not my circus, not my monkeys, right? And I'm not saying don't help people that need help, but if it doesn't help anything and you just get involved in championing their cause, and even then you got to look at your limited amount of energy and time, right? So there's something you need to draw the line on at work, okay? Three of Cups is here as the outcome. So there's some sort of, there's something good coming for you in the workplace. I don't know if this is a promotion or a new job, or you possibly could be graduating from school, or there's like this major accomplishment that is going to be some sort of a celebration. Now, what this could be is you competing for some sort of a position and you championing yourself and putting yourself out there and advocating yourself, and the win comes in that way. But there's some kind of a celebration here around work and finances. I feel like this is an accomplishment. It could be a promotion or something like that. Maybe you get a new job, or you know, you get a business started. I don't know, but there's something good here. Tell me more about the Three of Cups, please. Tell me more here about the Three of Cups for Cameron. Something that has been, okay, this could be a promotion or some kind of level up. There is a big level up, okay? And I feel like this is something that has been at a bit of a delay. But I see that coming through. I think it's been at a bit of a delay. I don't know what this is. It may have to do with your money or something. I'm feeling like this is money or for promotion. And I feel like this is coming through. Now, another way that this looks is it's possible that you leave where you're at and you get a job somewhere else in a higher level because they screwed you over. You go somewhere else and get a better job. Nonetheless, really, really good outcome here with the advice. Please pay attention to the advice that we gave you in the first part of this thing when we were looking at your job dynamics, okay? that being said, I hope this helps. And I appreciate you booking with me, Cameron. Yes, ending on a high note. Love that. Love, love, love it for Cameron. Congratulations. Great, great energies around work and finance. Hot damn and hallelujah. Right? All right, let's go to Joanna. Miss Z says if you can't get laid, then at least be getting paid. That's fun. Some people do both. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? God. All right, Miss Joanna. Let me timestamp for you, love. All right, Joanna. Joanna Banana. Hey, Alias, there you are. How you doing, beautiful? All right, so Joanna Banana is a Capricorn, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Gemini, Rising, and a Pisces, Venus. You are all over the place, aren't you, love? Believe it or not, I like your placements. Pisces, Venus. My person's name is Connor, Taurus, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, Aries, Rising, and Venus. I just want to check the energies between him and I, what he currently feels, and if he's going to come toward me or if I need to make the next move. Let's see what we got, love. Let's see about Connor. Oh. All right, let's take a look. Oh, I know. Ms. Zanzi's hilarious. All right, let's take a look at Connor toward you, Joanna. Give me Connor the Taurus toward Joanna the Capricorn. Connor the Taurus. That Capricorn moon. You know he's got, that's a trauma placement. You know that, right? Capricorn Sun, Scorpio moon is too, just FYI. But let's take a look. Give me Connor the Taurus toward Joanna the Capricorn. Give me Connor the Taurus toward Joanna the Capricorn. Connor the Taurus toward Joanna the Capricorn. Yes. Cap moon is rough. Perhaps that and Scorpio are tied for first place as the two hardest moons, probably. There are some others. Aquarius moon is hard too. Let's see. Did you get with somebody? Why am I picking up strong third party energy here, Joanna? Who's dealing with somebody that's a third party? Or you? I feel like it's you. He thinks you're dealing with somebody. Am I wrong? Or is this him dealing with somebody? Is this him doing the third party stuff? Or does he think you are? Because I got strong third party energy. I mean, two of these three cards are telling me third party, third party, third party. So tell me, he did? He left you for someone else. Okay. All right, so I want to drill down. I've got a 5 of Pentacles here. I need for that to tell me exactly what that means, because I think... Tell me about this Taurus and this 5 of Pentacles. Angel! I forgot. Yeah, Joseph's a Cap moon too. Yes. Trauma Llama. That's it. Just what Joseph said. You have to be the parent Emotional parent of a grown-ass adult when you were at a young age. Oh, God. There's other stuff that can go with that, but that's one of the biggies, Joseph. You're absolutely right. Give me the Five of Pentacles. Why is Connor the Taurus feeling this Five of Pentacles? He's lonely. He feels left out in the cold, and yet he knows he did it to himself. I say lonely. Lonely's not a good word. He's missing you. Whoever he's connected with, he doesn't get connection with. Does that make sense? Joanna? It's like whoever he's in the connection with, he's not connecting with. With that Scorpio placement, I think you're going to get what I mean by that. Oh, God, he's so disappointed. He is not doing well with regard to this connection. Five of Cups. He feels like he has screwed up. He feels like he has messed up. So that's where he's at right now. I want to see if I can pick up on some feelings or what he might do toward you. I want to deal with that. I wanted to see. Oh, Miss Z. That's so profound. Deep waters between you. I like that saying. I haven't heard it put that way, but God, I like that. All right. Tell me about how does Connor feel and what might he do toward Joanna, if anything. Yeah, he's not happy with whoever this is. He's not. I don't always see that, Joanna, but I do. And there's a lot of times I don't see that with third party, but I do see that here. That's why I wanted to make really sure before I just went off down that rabbit trail with that Five of Pentacles. Eight of Wands in the reverse, Justice. World reversed. He wants to make things right with you. There's definitely unfinished business here. He is not over you. That's why the that's why the World here is in the reverse. Why is the Eight of Wands here in the reverse? Is he blocked? Or is he... What's the problem? He holds back from doing anything. Oh, there's the problem. He doesn't do anything because he's involved with that third party. I don't know what degree he is, but he kind of feels like he can't. He wants something with you, but he feels like he can't. And he feels connected. He's committed to this other person, and yet he's not even that emotionally into her. Okay? He's got that. He feels like he's wasting his time. They have drama. I will tell you that. I will say this. Right now, with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Cups, let's talk about that a little bit, Joanna. Right now, he's in a place where he's overwhelmed, okay? And all he can really think about at this point is walking away from where he's at. He doesn't think beyond that. I think there is unfinished business here that he senses. I think he wants to make things right with you. He feels like he can't because he's in a committed connection. And he really is in this place of confusion where he can't see for the forest for the trees, okay? So is he thinking past the point? He's thinking about leaving her, but that's as far as his thoughts go. I mean, beyond that, it's literally like beyond, I want to walk away. I don't even know what I'm walking into here with this illusion, this overwhelm. But beyond that, I don't even know where I'm going to be. So I think we definitely feel that he's not happy. I I don't see him thinking beyond that. I would not make the first move. You want to respect the boundaries of a relationship, okay? You never want to reach out to somebody when they are in a committed relationship, okay? Because if they'll talk to you, they'll talk to somebody with you. You see what I'm saying? And if you had any thought that he would talk to you, then that may not be a good idea to reach out to him in any stretch of the imagination if he's the type to do that when he's in a committed relationship. You want to think about that. Because if he'll do it with you, he'll do it to you. So right now, to me, what I see is him walking away and just wanting to be free and play the field. I see him just wanting to date everybody and just be free. Apparently, he has felt pretty pinned down in this thing. I don't know if that makes sense to you, if you know things that kind of support that. But I'm getting this energy of him feeling almost trapped or just very restricted. But I tell you, that Aries rising is going to get enough. I do think he's going to walk away from this person. What I get then is that he's just not going to be thinking much about love at all, except for, playing the field. I don't know when, because tarot doesn't speak to timelines, but I definitely think he's looking at walking away from her. I do. I expect him to leave. There may be a little bit of a machination between them. They may have an ending and a get back and an ending, but ultimately they're going to split up. It's very rocky at best. On a good day, it's rocky. On a good day, it's rocky. Not even the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Like, this is literally a bunch of people. New people, single people. I'm walking away, and I'm ready to play the field and fuck anything that'll fuck me. If I read this literally. It could also be overwhelmed, but I don't see commitment in his mind right now toward anybody. Hey, Tanya Lee, how you doing? I would say this. I wouldn't put my life on hold for this person at all. Usher song. Yeah. That's just me. I wouldn't put my life on hold for this. Might be best for you. And listen, with that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit. I know that Pisces Venus wants to believe the best. I'm going to tell you, true story. I was making thumbnails yesterday for my next round of zodiac signs. And not this, okay, the next time I do Pisces, but the time after that, there will be a Pisces thumbnail. And do you know what I put in the thumbnail? Fairy tales and fantasies. Because if that's not Piscean, I don't know what is. And that's the beautiful thing about Pisces. If there was ever a sign that believes in happily ever after and true love and knights in shining armor, to the point of delusion sometimes, and I know because I got a lot of Pisces in my chart too, so guilty as charged. But I don't want you to see this as anything differently than what it is, love. Okay? I just don't. You are much too precious to put your life on hold. Fair? And there's your hint. My Pisces, my next Pisces that goes up, which will be in a few days probably, right? 3 or 4 days. But then about a week after that, a week or a week and a half after that, the next Pisces will go up. I want y'all to look at the thumbnail that I'm going to use. It's actually very beautiful. It's very Neptunian. Anyway, that's what I got. I hope that helps you, Joanna. Yeah, we have to pull back the haziness of Neptune at times and see things in the real world. It's funny you would say that, Joseph. I don't know if you saw my all signs today. Pisces had a very Piscean reading today. How you doing, Tanya? Good to see you. I hope that helped you, Joanna. Next up is, this is Aries Beauty. That's Xavier. Aries Beauty, Aries Beauty. Sorry, I don't know why I just felt the need to make up a song about you, Aries Beauty. Yeah. You are welcome, love, and thank you. Thank you for being a member of Fam Jam, too. I am doing good, Tanya. I appreciate you popping in and chatting us up, especially a fellow Gemini. By the way, you said you're a Gemini. Happy Gemini season. Happy birthday. All right, so let's timestamp for you, Aries Beauty. All right, so we've got Aries Beauty and Armando the Gemini. Lord, here we go with the Aries Gemini thing. Hey, Auntie Karen, I saw an old flame. Want to know if he has seen me and if he plans on reaching out. Aries Beauty, you talking about you ran into Armando the Gemini? Is that who you saw? You want to know if he saw you and if he plans on reaching out. We'll find out for you. Let's take a look. My own personal song. There you go. I make up songs for everybody. My daughter has songs. Baxter has songs. I don't know if I've made up one for the cats yet. Anyway. All right, let's see about Armando. Did Armando see her? Tell me, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Did Armando see her? Oh, well, happy birthday. I'm glad you popped in. Tell me, did Armando see Xavier? Did Armando see Aries Beauty? 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 Did he see her? I'll know by the reaction. I'll know by the reaction of the cards, probably. Did he see her? I may use the pendulum on this too. Did he see her? Did he see Aries Beauty? Did Armando see Aries Beauty? Did Armando the Gemini see? Yeah. I'm going to confirm this with my pendulum. But yes. Yes. Hold on. I'm going to re-ask it with my pendulum. Did Armando see Aries Beauty? Yep. Yeah. Okay. So interesting. He doesn't know what to do, but you definitely made him think. You definitely made him think. He's on the fence about reaching out with the Two of Pentacles here, with the High Priestess in the reverse. Did he see you? Yes. Seven of Swords in reverse. To the point of feeling exposed. Why would he feel exposed or vulnerable in that situation? You tell me if that would make sense to you, that he would somehow feel exposed or vulnerable, or maybe like you caught him. Was he with another person or something like that? Is that what was up? I think he was with somebody. Whether you know it or not, there was somebody with him. I got that. Whether you know it or not. I don't know if he's with this person, but I think he was with someone for that period of time. He may have been on a date or something, or I don't know. Tell me more. Okay, that makes sense. He felt exposed. He almost, you know what? He almost said something. He thought about saying hello to you. He thought about saying hello to you, just so you know. He didn't know whether to or not. He's like, should I do that? What the hell should I do? Ooh. Do I see him reaching out? Tell me more about his reaction to this whole thing, what he was thinking. You threw him for a loop. Ooh, he did not expect to see your face. Good God. You threw him for a loop. Let me tell you what his reaction inside was, whether you know it or not. You ready for this? Tower in the upright. Ace of Swords in the upright. Four of Swords in the upright. What does that tell me? Shock. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This could really fall apart. He thought about saying something to you, but then he also thought, if we talk, it would just go badly. He went home stressed to the hilt. Can I tell you there's a good chance he went home and went his ass to bed because he was stressed out? That Four of Swords, it exhausted him. Why is the Star? He may feel like he blew a future with you by you seeing him. All right, I'm going to see if he's going to reach out to you. He had quite the reaction, whether you know it or not. I don't know if how good his poker face was, but he flipped the hell out seeing you. He's like, what's he going to do next? Do we see communication from Armando toward Xavier, Aries Beauty? Did we see communication? Yeah, it was pretty crazy. What do we see with Armando? Long history, yeah. Okay, here's what I get. Here's what I say with Armando. Armando is Gemini. Armando's going to argue with himself a little bit. It's messy too. I wasn't sure he's seeing me. Yeah. Armando thinks about reaching out. He's not over you in any stretch of the imagination. I think if all things being equal, I think he would want to pick up again. All right. So he argues with himself. He's like, I have screwed up beyond words. I have betrayed her to the point that this should be a deal breaker, and I doubt that she would ever forgive me for this, that, and the other. The overriding energy on that thing, though, is the Judgment card, which is the Resurrection card. But then, right behind it, you have this Minor Arcana saying, I would be wasting my time if I did. She wouldn't entertain this. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I would be wasting my time to try with her. I'm going to abandon the idea, and then I get this big Gemini fuck it energy and him just coming towards you on impulse or just saying, what have I got to lose, or something of that nature. So my overall prediction on this thing, I do think he's going to reach out to you. I think he's going to try to pick things up with you again. I think before he does that, I think he's going to go back and forth in Gemini. I think his twins are going to argue a bit about what makes sense. But that being said, that's what I feel like you are looking at. Aries Beauty. I hope that helped you. I think he's shell-shocked right now. I'm going to be real. I think he is absolutely shell-shocked in the moment. Yeah, let me see. Is he in a relationship? Is he in a relationship? Is he in a relationship? What's his relationship status? Tell me what's his relationship status, please. What's his relationship status? What's his relationship status? What's his relationship status? Shit. Okay, listen. This is crazy. Tell me, okay, before I say this, I want to clarify a card. Because I want more information before I tell you something. Okay, just hold on. Okay, it's what I thought. She's trying to pressure him into marriage. She's marriage happy. He's not into it. Four of Cups. I thought that's what that was telling me. The clarifier, yes. Three of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. He absolutely feels pushed into something he doesn't want. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let her keep pushing. Let her keep pushing. She's going to push him right on out the door. Because you know how it is when you try to push a Gemini. You have about the same amount of luck pushing a Gemini as you do an Aries or other signs. You know, you can't, there's some signs that, you know, you push them, they're going to leave. And that's what I feel like this Gemini's. He's already not into her. He's already not into her. Hey, Necessary Truths, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the feedback. But nonetheless, she's pushing for marriage. He's in something. That's why that's why he's so shell-shocked. And quite honestly, that actually makes sense to me now to see that on that person, because here's why. He feels like if that person he was with at that time had any idea that you were there would have been a disaster. There would have been a tower. That's why he panicked. Ah, there you go. The cards are brutally honest. It's crazy, Birdie. The cards were pretty honest today, too. That all signs was insane. I'm just saying. But that's what's up. You know what, Aries Beauty? I remember you saying that he was trying to mess around with you and then leave her for you. And I remember you putting your foot down on that and saying, we ain't doing that. I remember that. I do remember, because you've told me that before. I had forgotten it, but when you said it, I'm like, she told me that. Yeah, absolutely. I totally remember that. I sure do. Sure do. That's what I got, love. I hope that gave you some clarity at least. Girl. You know, this is one of those connections. Aries Beauty, I can say this to you and you're going to get it. In fact, I think you would say it if I didn't. This is one of those connections that you just shake your head and go, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Clocking tea tonight, and thank you, love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always. All right, Emma Bimba Bobemma. Where's the beautiful Emma? I don't know if she's here, but if not, I know she'll catch this afterwards. So I'm going to timestamp for Miss Emma Boo. And we are going to look at her question. Capricorn Sun. You did it to your sister. Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon, Scorpio Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Rising. Woo, I love those placements. I was in Matthew's company today, and I feel like the connection is getting stronger. How does he feel about me, please? Let's find out. Let's check in. Give me Matthew. Give me Matthew toward Emma Boo. Give me Matthew toward Emma Boo. Give me Matthew toward Emma. Give me Matthew toward Emma. Give me Matthew toward Emma. He's pretty new, as I recall. Give me Matthew toward Emma. Give me Matthew toward Emma. What do we got here? Give me Matthew. Tell me everything you can about Matthew toward Emma Boo. Give me everything. Oh, he's so sexually attracted to you, but he doesn't tell you how. He may tell you he's sexually attracted to you, but he's more sexually attracted to you than he lets on. That's what I'm looking at. He tries to keep himself in check. He's like, I cannot jump her bones in front of God and everybody. Okay, listen. I thought, okay, so the Ace of Cups in the reverse was the jumper, okay? And that can mean so many different things, and I didn't want to, I tried to just stay open. Okay, this could mean anything. Let's just see what we got. And then we got that thing at the bridge about him being ridiculously sexually attracted to you. You're driving this man crazy in a good way. That's good. You want that. And so what I get is that right now, in his mind, he's thinking, I want something with this girl, but I don't want her to think that I'm crazy. I don't want to move too quick. So I'm gonna sit on this for a little bit. The Ace of Cups in reverse. I thought that, my intuition was saying it, but yes, Judgment card. He's gonna pick up Two of Swords in reverse. That's confessing, opening up, divulging information. The Ace of Swords in the upright, also divulging information. So I think he wants something with you for sure. I think he wants to be your man. I want to be your man. I want to be your man. Temperance card. He feels like he's got to give this time. He does. You've got his attention. All right. He's very much wanting to invest in this thing with the Eight of Pentacles, but he's trying to make sense of everything. With the King of Swords, it's kind of like, I'm trying to keep my head here. She makes it really hard because she's so fucking fine. And I can feel myself falling. I do think that's why that's here too. I do feel like that. Yep. Most definitely. I think we could be a thing. Two of Cups. I got to play it cool though, but I could see myself being with this person, period. I like Dear Matthew. Matthew gets good grades tonight. Three of Cups. He loves hanging out with you. He thinks you're a lot of fun. He loves that. He loves it. Yeah. I would say it's a little bit more than it probably started out as a crushy vibe, but I think it's beyond that. I think it's beyond the crushy vibe. And I think he wants to be in a relationship with her. But I feel like he's just, he feels like for some reason that he doesn't need to ask you yet. That I don't know if he feels like it's too soon or what. But yeah, it's cute. He's cute as a button. I will tell you that, Emma. Now, Emma, you have to keep us posted. You have to keep us posted. There we go. Love, love, love that. Oh, Tisha, I've got to add you to the list. All right, so let me go to Deborah. Deborah is next. And let me timestamp for Deborah. All right, so Deborah is a Cancer. What does A want from me seriously? And will A finally choose me? Let's take a look. Hey, Georgia. What name did you book under, love? What name did you book under? Tell me your name that you booked under. Do you see it on here, Georgia? Let me know. I need another Oreo before I read for Deborah, so I'm going to take a quick Oreo break for about a minute. I got you. You're after Joseph. I got you on the list. You're after Georgia. Georgia, you're after Joseph on the list. See? Right there. All right, hang on. I got you. Good deal. All right. Let's timestamp for Deborah for real now. All right, here we go. Deborah is a Cancer. What does A want from me seriously? And will A finally choose me? Okay, let's find out. What does A want from Deborah, the Cancer? What does A... I don't have any milk, or I would, Birdie. What does A want from Deborah, the Cancer? What does A want from Deborah, the Cancer? What does A want from Deborah, the Cancer? Justice, Three of Cups, Four of Wands. This man wants to be with you. A wants to be with you, or woman, whichever. Deborah, A wants to be with you. Flat out. I get him trying to make things right. I get A trying to make things right with you with the Justice card. That is sometimes somebody apologizing, trying to take responsibility. Then we have the Three of Cups, which is a reunion. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is long-term relationship. That's the 11-11 card. And sometimes that can speak to even moving in together or marriage. Does this Justice card mean that A will choose Deborah? This is very straightforward, Deborah. I don't normally see people come through this straightforward. I'm going to be real with you. Will A finally choose Deborah, the Cancer? Great, now I'm wanting tacos. Miss Z, you are cruel. Yes. Yes. Yes, he will. I got the Three of Swords in reverse. He's going to do away with this back and forth bullshit. Yeah. I get maturity here. What else does she need to know about A? Since those came out so short, what else does Deborah need to know about A? Is there any advice you have or any observations about this thing for Deborah regarding A? You're a Cancer, he's a Capricorn. Oh, okay. Oh, there you are, Sexy Didi. Okay. Three of Swords in the reverse. Temperance. Okay. Eight of Swords. All right, so listen, you got some strong advice here. And here's what I got. This is important because you and A are at a crossroads right now, both of you. Both of you. This is very important for you to hear this. I will always tell you not to put your life on hold. You know that. Because regardless of whether you end up with A or another person, this part of the reading is important. If you didn't hear anything else I said, this is the important part of the reading for you. And I will tell you what that is. It is imperative that you take the time to do the work to heal from this indiscretion, okay? Otherwise, you're going to have some stuff that crops up later that creates problems, whether you are with A or someone else. Right now, what you probably are unaware of is that you are in vibrational alignment with being juggled, not being a priority, and settling for a man who doesn't choose you. And all of those things, believe it or not, come down to a wounded self-esteem that you may or may not be aware of, that is rooted in unhealed wounds in your subconscious, all right? If you do not heal this stuff, whether or not it's A or someone else, you're going to have a repeat of this type of experience. That's just gonna happen. Further, it is also imperative that A takes the time and time to do the work, to work on the things within him that caused him to behave in this way. Both of those are going to be different areas of shadow work, all right? And so before you go jumping into something with him or anyone, heed my words. Time and work. Time alone is not going to heal this. It's time and work. And this is something that you need to do before you are with anyone, A or anyone else. That's what I got. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. Angel Eyes does a few times every day. His Virgo girlfriend makes sure dishes are washed and counters. Oh, I need a Virgo girlfriend. I need a Virgo wife is what I need. I need me one of those. I'm gonna find me a Virgo wifey is what I'm gonna do. But Deb, I hope that helped you, love. All right, so Holly is up next. Miss Holly. My mom is a Virgo. Her house is OCD clean. Mine is not. Mine is not. All right. So, Holly, the backstory is 40 days in the phone phase with someone, with a Leo. Left to Indiana for work 3 weeks ago, 128 job, known each other for 10 years. Didn't hang before because he left. But he left because I avoided it due to some busy and medical stuff. Steroids, meds had me out of balance, my ACT out of balance. Okay, now he's distant. All right, so dealing with the Leo male, will this trip happen for you to visit him the 3rd through the 7th? How do the energies look around this trip? How do the energies look around this trip to go and visit with the Leo male for Holly? What are the energies here? How do the energies look for this upcoming trip to go see Leo, July 3rd through the 7th? What do the energies look like around this trip? What do the energies look like around this trip to go see the Leo? What do the energies look like around this trip? Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I see it not happening. It may get delayed. We'll find out. I'll see if it happens at a later time, but it won't be July 3rd through the 7th. There's something that comes up. Could there be some sort of a health issue with you or a family member that could crop up? Some kind of exhaustion or health issue. I don't normally get that, but I don't. It may just be delayed. We're going to find out. It's not going to happen in July. We'll see. I don't. Hang on. Is this going to happen later? Is this a delay? Is this going to happen later? Is this going to happen later? Oh, damn. It's going to happen later. Is this going to happen later? Yes. Yes. It will happen later. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Holly, in fairness to you, you did not ask me a health question, but I did pick up that was possibly one of the issues here. I'm not going to speak because I refuse to, but what I will tell you, he keeps leaving me on red, I'm freaking out. I'm going to find out about that. I'm going to pull on that for you. But let me just talk to you a little bit. I know what will be, but I think it's going to help you greatly if you can possibly get into some meditation and some affirmations. That's going to help you a lot. Mindset is so important. I know you know that. And I know it is what it is, but I think that will help you for sure. I'm going to find out what's going on here. I think I know what's going on there with the distant, all right? But I'm going to find out about that, okay? And we'll see. I think I know what's going on with Leo. And I think this might be a quick fix for you. But I'm going to find out. I blew him off because I didn't send. Okay. What's going on with Leo? Good. Good. That's great. I'm proud of you for doing that. And I want you to keep me posted, Holly. Okay? Tell me what's going on with Leo. Tell me what's going on with Leo. The Sun card, by the way, just flew out sideways. That's Leo energy. Let's see what we got. What's going on with Leo? What's going on with the Leo? Okay, it's exactly what I thought. It's exactly what I thought. All right, listen to me. I'm going to give you some advice. It's so funny because I was having a conversation about this with one of my folks that I work with individually about this the other night. And so here we are. Let's talk about energy behavior real quick, Holly. Here's what's going on. I'm going to give you a channel name in a minute, but first I'm going to explain something to you about the way that energy works, okay? When you energetically heavily focus on a person, it doesn't matter whether you're texting them at just a reasonable amount or not calling them. You could be completely ignoring this Leo, and this would still be the case. If you are overly focused on a person, and in this case you are because you panic because he leaves you on red, right? That pushes energy outward toward the Leo. Now, if you can do this, start to direct your energy into you, okay? Focus. Make your day about things that bring you joy. I mean, I know you have I'm sure you have responsibilities. Make your day things that bring you joy. Do you paint? Do you like to play video games? Do you like to watch Dr. Phil and do stupid shit like me during the day? Whatever it is that brings Holly happiness and joy. Spending time with friends, getting on the phone with a friend, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that brings you joy, that brings your attention back into the thing that feeds your soul, that is going to pull energy toward you. And let me tell you what that does. That creates a void, because previously you were pushing your energy outward. Now you're pulling it inward and you become a magnetic energy field. And sometimes, not always, but if you've got a snowball's chance in hell with this Leo, this is your best shot doing this. And I'm going to tell you who I learned this from. There is a channel. Birdie, do you know how to put a channel? No, not Dr. Phil. There is a channel. Oh, yeah, I binge on Dr. Phil. It's ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous. I fully admit it. It's my mindless time, Ms. Z, where I'm not thinking. But at any rate, Holly, let me go back to Birdie. Birdie, do you know how to put a channel link in the chat? Do you know how to, you know who I'm talking about, Erin Doughty. If anybody can get Erin Doughty's link. Now, I don't think y'all can. I think you have to be a mod to put a link in the channel, or in the chat. But Erin Doughty has like 1.7 7 or 8 or 9 million subscribers. He is humongous. He is not a tarot reader, but he is a spiritual advisor. He understands energy behavior like nobody's business. His name is spelled AARONDOUGHTY. And I want you to binge on his content. I want you to that's what I want you to do, is I want you to take and binge on Aaron Dougherty's content, okay? And so I absolutely, can you get it, Birdie? Yeah, Birdie watches Aaron. And I'm always talking about Aaron for whenever this comes up and I see this in the cards, I'm like, yep. And this happens. This is something that is easier to remedy when it's a fairly new, and in this case, even though you've known this person a long time, the romantic shenanigans between you two, right, is new. And this is going to be more successful for you at this juncture than it might be later if you can flip your energy. Okay, there it is. Oh, thank you. Look at Greedy Joey. Look at my Virgos. Thank you, Greedy Joey. You're the best. And hey, how are you doing? But if you can go and subscribe to him, Holly, and binge on his content, it's going to be a game changer for you. Thank you, Birdie. I appreciate you, love. Yeah, so both Greedy Joey and Birdie put it on there. Now, I'll tell you, Aaron doesn't know me from a can of paint, but I recommend him a lot. And I am I'm a big Aaron Dougherty fan. I love very few of his videos didn't make sense to me, but a lot of them did. I really, really find his stuff to be so helpful. And so flip the energy script. I'm going to tell you something else. Now I'm going to tell you a Karen ritual. I'll share that with you too, Holly. This is mine. I mean, I didn't invent this, but this is a witchy thing. But you can literally do this little thing. Maybe. Yeah, energy work is effective. Yeah, it is a good thing to listen to in a spiritual bath for sure. He's got some good meditation. Birdie has been, Birdie, what is that thing you're doing, that 30-day meditation? And Birdie's just flipping out about it. Birdie says it's great. And so, and I like Aaron, so I'd be willing to bet that would be a good thing. Nonetheless, and that might actually help with the other stuff too. Nonetheless, here's my 2 cents, Holly. I do this routinely regardless. It doesn't have anything to do with romance. It just collects your energy. And you don't really have to do anything. But here's what you can do. You can just sit back, set your intention, focus, bring yourself in. You can even close your eyes. And here's what I'm going to do this right now, right here on the camera. All right, here we go. This is how easy this is. I call all my energy back to myself. I call all my energy back to me. I call all my energy back to me. As it is spoken, so it is. That's it. But you got to mean it. You got to mean it. That's going to empower you more than you know. That's going to help you with, everybody should do that every day. It's just like brushing your teeth. It should be that simple. Right? I know, right, Greedy Joe? Everybody's always talking about food. So, yeah, it helps with getting your energy back and not sharing. There you go. So I hope that helps you, Holly. I hope that helps you, love. And thank you for booking with me. I appreciate you. Oh, this is Miss Z. Super simple. Yes. Except I have a hard time even brushing my hair. Yeah, I get that. And I hope things get better for you. I truly do send you so much healing energy. But you know, the good thing about that is you can sit right there by the pool and do your energy work. Jesse, you are wrong for that. You are wrong for that, Jesse. Jesse says there are better ways of getting in touch with yourself than using cheap toilet paper. My God. But keep us posted, Holly. All right, Ms. Z, I got you, love. Ms. Z. Love? Wait, Leo. Ms. Z, you're a Leo? Let me timestamp for Ms. Z real quick. This is Nicole. Okay. So, Ms. Z, tell me, you said Leo, love one, work two, but I don't know what you're asking. Help me out. Clue me in, Ms. Z. Clue me in. Give me some Leo energy. Some Ms. Z Leo energy. Give me some Ms. Z Leo energy. I was going for two. Oh, okay. So do you want it to be about work? We can do work. If you want. Tell me about work with Ms. Z. I know what you'll say. I love you, Ms. Z. All right. Tell me about, she's like, I can't take it. I can't take the love department. Okay. Tell me about work for Ms. Z. Tell me about work. Oh, God, Birdie. She's like, just spare me. I've heard everything, Auntie Karen. I don't hear it. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear it. I already know. Tell me about work. Tell me about work for Ms. Z. Oh. I don't think she is greedy, Joey. I think she just probably doing shadow work. That's probably what she's doing. Tell me about work for Ms. Z, the Leo. Cause every little thing gonna be alright. Don't you worry, that's what's coming about a thing. Cause you already know everything's gonna be fine. What's the worst thing that can happen? If it blows up, you'll get a new job. You always land on your feet. This is the message. Ms. Z. No wonder I saw that. I saw let me tell you what I saw at the bridge. The Nine of Swords and the High Priestess. And that's what made me sing that. Don't you worry. You're above it. You're above it. Baby, you're divine. You're a High Priestess. Okay? You're above it. Okay? It's going to work. Ms. Z, let me ask you a question. Have you ever had hard days in your life? Hard times, challenges. Tired of moving around. I know. You've had hard days, right? I know you have. You're human. Let me ask you, of all those hard days, how many did you not survive? This is a rhetorical question. How many did you not survive? So, because you've survived all those days, you got a pretty good success record. You're batting 100% on successfully surviving hard days. So that translates to you can do hard things. You make it through anything. Challenges don't make us stronger. I don't buy that. But what they do is they show us how strong we are than we didn't know. So I get some chaos here with the Tower, but I get a win over it. The Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to be fine. I think things are tumultuous, but I get you. Let me tell you. Yeah, I know you know what the Tower card is, but this is really cleaning out what needs to go anyway. I know it's hard as hell. Okay, I'm not going to minimize the Tower or be dismissive over the severity. I don't want you to seem that I don't want to sound that. I don't want it to seem otherwise, okay? This sucks ass, okay? But then this came right behind it. The Ace of Swords, the literal translation of the Ace of Swords can mean many things, not the least of which is triumph over adversity, victory, truth, clarity, win, direction. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You stay on your game, you'll be fine. Your money is going to be okay. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's okay. I'm just sulking. Fair. I agree with Granny Joey on that. She says the Tower card is good. I don't care what people say. Hear, hear. What I get is this. Despite the chaos, you are going to absolutely win. And what I also feel is like the Seven of Pentacles. Can I ask you, Ms. Z, where is your Saturn? What zodiac sign in your chart is Saturn in? Do you mind telling me, do you know what zodiac sign? Are you by chance Saturn in Aries or Libra or Capricorn or Libra? I'm curious about that. I want to know if you have Saturn in a cardinal sign. Do you know your rising sign? And tell me your age. Are you by chance, well, yeah, just tell me your age. That's going to help me track your Saturn too. By your age, I'll be able to tell about where Saturn is in your chart. If you're in your late 20s or your late 50s, time of birth, that's okay. Well, and you don't have to have that to know your Saturn. You can get your Saturn just using your date of birth because Saturn doesn't move that fast. It's slow. Saturn is very slow. It stays there forever. But if you're in your late 20s or your late 50s, you are in your Saturn return, and this would explain this. Nope. Okay, well, you still may be at a quarter or a half on the mini Saturn returns, which would put your Saturn in one of the cardinals. Okay, the reason I say that is I literally get this energy. I get this to tell you this with the Tower card and the Ace of Swords. It's like the universe is shaking you to awaken you and to clear out the things that need to go. And let me tell you, it sucks ass. I can kind of in a low-key way relate. Let me tell you, let me tell you what happened to me, because I can relate. You may know this about me, Ms. Z. I was a former CPA, and I was working as a CPA. And then back in 2020, COVID hit, and I had been thinking about starting a tarot channel and said I didn't have time. I've been thinking about it for a year. And I said, I don't have time. I just don't have time. I'd really like to, but I just don't have time. And um, COVID hit in 2020, and I lost my job, and suddenly I had time. And I started my tarot channel, and long story short, the rest is history. At the time I lost my job, it scared the shit out of me. I mean, I was literally, I don't know how in the hell I made it, except money spells and, contract work and, picking up what I could here and there, this and that and the other. And, uh, but I started my tarot channel, and it was a tower. It was a fucking tower. But it brought me where I am and to the best thing ever. And I actually make more money now than I did then. Nonetheless, those towers clear out what need to go. Those towers clear out what need to go. And I almost think that if what I'm hearing you're saying, and I bet you may not realize this, you may be fighting a tower. You may be fighting a tower. And if you are, the tower's going to fall whether you like it or not. This is exactly how I felt the last year I was working. I was nonstop, busy as a bee, working with some low vibrational assholes. Okay, and it was so exhausting to go into that every day, energetically. And I was like, I was always having to clear energy. It was just a mess, and I stayed exhausted, so it was really hard to manage my energy because of the people I was around all day. And a lot of in the role that I was in, a lot of times you see companies do some really ruthless, heartless things to people. And so you may be on the verge of a tower. And I want you to know this. If that happens, trust and believe you are on the right track. You are bigger than that job. You are bigger than everything. You are divine at your core. And you know that. And there's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't survive. Nothing. And I see you surviving it. And I see in you overcome it. And you got to realize money manifestation and the Seven of Pentacles here, sometimes it's about the long game. It's not a marathon. I mean, it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You want something lasting. And that's what I see coming for you. It may take a minute. It may take a beat. But you're going to get there. And you're going to be fine. Yeah, go with it and you'll learn more. Resist it. It's going to hit harder. Just surrender. That is right, Greedy Joey. See, I resisted it. And when it hit me like a ton of bricks. And you know what's funny, Ms. Z? The rest of the story? The 2 days before my channel took off to the point that I could sustain myself financially full time with this, 2 days before that, I got the opportunity of a lifetime. I got a kick-ass job offer with a very prestigious company here in town. I mean, people would have given their left nut for that job, and it landed in my face. And I worked there 2 days, and then I realized my channel has blown the hell up, and I cannot keep up with it, and I have to make a decision. Either the channel has to go, or I have to quit. And after 2 days of working there, I walked away from that job, which made no sense at the time. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me. That's what I got. So you will wind up where you're supposed to be. I promise you that. Oh, and by the way, I've never looked back. Never. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. I get it. I worked in the accounting industry with an 8-year departure from that. I worked in the accounting industry from the time I was 24 until I was 57. I hate doing my own tax return, Greenie Joey. I extend it until I have no choice but to do it. I always extend it every year. I hate doing them. It's, I won't even do them for friends. I had a close friend that I used to do their tax return for, and I didn't mind doing it because it was a friend that meant a lot to me, but I don't do their return anymore. And I miss the friend, but not doing the return. Right. I'm good with numbers. Believe it or not, though, Greenie Joey, I still use my accounting knowledge every day. There are ways that I track the financial things about my channel that I can do because I have the knowledge that probably most creators don't do. And they're probably fine without it, but for me, I like doing it. I like knowing, because it helps me know pretty much exactly where I'm going to be by the end of every month. I'm like, I know. I already know where I'm going to be. I know what I'm going to make. Oh no, Angel, I hope things get better. Yeah, almost, yeah. All right, but I hope that helped you, Ms. Z. Gina says, I hate numbers too, but love to talk, so I became a therapist to love. And Gina's a good one too. Gina, you're so good. I love me some Gina. Cornbread and Gina. All right, let's read from Miss Laura. She says, I always suck before I do the work. It did. Oh, you know what's funny? If I got something I got to do that I don't want to do, I think this is my Capricorn moon that makes me do this. If I have something surface that I have to process through with the shadow work, or if I have something that I don't want to do, I don't know why, but it's like, I'm going to do it. But I sit there and I go, okay, let's do this. So if you think shadow work is easy for me or something that I just tap dance into, you cannot be more mistaken. I know it's hard. Trust me, I do. But I know what it's like if I don't do it. So there you go. All right, Ms. Laura, let's get it. Laura says, the Saggy. What's the Saggy's energy? Been having some crazy synchronicities between each other. Okay, Laura, let's see. What's the Saggy's energy toward Miss Laura? Laura, I have to pick on you. What's the Saggy's energy toward this boring Gemini? I'm just kidding. What's the Saggy's energy toward Laura? What's the Saggy's energy toward Laura? What's the Saggy's energy toward Laura? I just got to pick on you, Laura. What's the Saggy's energy toward Laura? Laura, you are anything but boring. What's the Saggy's energy toward Laura? I know you know that. What's the Saggy's energy? Give me the Sag. Let's pick up on the Sag toward Laura, please. Okay. What's the Sag? Sag can't get you out of his head. Exactly. There's no such thing, Ms. Z, as a boring Gemini, right? I agree. Dude is intimidated. Dude is intimidated. Tell me more. I feel like this. Okay, dude is like, he is an overthinker. Okay, that makes sense. He can't shake you here. Okay, he cannot shake you here. I saw that in the, at the bridge. All right, the Eight of Swords and something else. I forget. Oh, the World card. It's like, damn, I try to put her out of my head and I can't. Okay, so the dude is intimidated by you. But at the same time, you've really got his attention. Page of Swords, okay? Sometimes the Page of Swords is a curious fellow, right? That can be somebody that watches you. But I do feel like that the Page of Swords in this case is, with everything else I'm seeing, it's like, what is it with this girl? That's kind of like what I'm getting from the Page of Swords. What is it with this girl? So he likes talking to you. And it's interesting. The Page of Pentacles is here. Is he keeping it light right now? And if so, I think that's okay, given the sign you're dealing with. The Fool card came out as the result, the end result on this thing. So I think he wants to move toward you. I think he will. The thing about it is I think he just looks at you and he's like, damn. And the friend card does not bother me on him or you. He's trying to, okay. The friend card here does not bother me, and I'll tell you why. As a Gemini, you're going to get it. And my Saggies, if there's anybody here with Saggy in their chart, they're going to get it. You know how, Laura, for us on this axis, Gems and Saggies, in order to be lovers, we also have to have friendship at the same time, right? Otherwise, it just doesn't work, because that's really, we have to have that ability to connect and communicate with each other. That's very important for both of those sides of the axis. And otherwise, we'll get bored. Saggies will, Gems will. And so I think this friendship card does not bother me. I think he's very curious and he wants to get to know you. He definitely likes conversing with you. And I think he may hold back for a little bit and just keep it light. But ultimately, I see him taking a plunge. Yeah, look at here. Ultimately, this is the outcome. That's the Four of Wands and the Fool card if you're not able to see it. I think this may be your next boo thing. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this could very well. It may take a little time for this to materialize. I don't think he's in a big hurry. And that's okay. You're not either. Yeah, look, he's going to offer you something. But there's some stability. There's some stability with this thing. There's some traction with this thing, all right? These cards have got my attention, okay? Cards have got my attention. I will tell you that. I kind of like old Saggy Wadgy for you. Kind of like him. Tell me if that makes sense for what you're feeling. I'd rather it goes. See, so I think you're fine with that. I think you're fine with that. I like it. Ms. Zanzi. Wow, that's an idea. Yeah, slow is great. I agree. Slow and steady can be very healthy. Yes. I like that. I like that for you. There you go. There's your 1111 number. Laura, you know you have to keep me posted. That's the rules. That's the rules. Well, Karen, I didn't see it in the rules. I know. I make them up as I go along sometimes. Hey. That's what I got. Steady Smitty, get me in that train. That's right. You know what, Bertie? You're right. They came out with an update. I updated my phone, or have I yet? I updated my computer, my MacBook. Have I updated my phone yet? Let me see here. I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Yay me. It's the gym. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Gina Bina. Gina Bina is up next. All right, Gina Bina. Let's talk about the Sag. Speaking of Saggies, how does the young Sag feel about my request for meeting me in the middle and reciprocating affection? Let's take a look. Give me the Sag and his take on the most recent conversation about reciprocity regarding affection. How does the young Sag feel about this conversation about reciprocity as far as affection? All right, Sag. All right, Sagittarius, I hear you. He's in. He's in, Gina. I'm going to get the rest of the story for you, but so far he's in. He's like, all right. He's like, all right, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Why is the Temperance card here? I mean, that's Sagittarius energy. The Fool card is here in the upright. Then we have the Temperance card. He's like, I'll get there. Why? Tell me more about the Temperance card. Tell me more about the Temperance card for Gina Bina and this little Sag. Oh, he's... Oh. What? Dude is afraid of rejection. Has this dude dealt with somebody that he was affectionate toward that was cold or, whatever? I kind of get that he's afraid of rejection. I think he definitely wants to. It's going to take him some time. That's what it is. He definitely wants to. He's super attracted to you, Gina. He's very attracted to you. I know you know that. Like, you turn dude on. You turn him on. He's like a little Energizer bunny with you. He said it's a skill he has to learn slowly. I said, I ain't built that way, but I get that he may be. Yeah. I get that he's got some major fears around being rejected from an intimacy standpoint. Fearful, avoidant attachment. Mom. Okay, there you go. He's not going to give up on this, though. He's absolutely wanting to do whatever it takes. He's very determined. He's very determined, all right, to do this. In fact, you know what he's telling me is he said, this has cost me happiness before. Oh. He says, this has cost me happiness, and I don't want that to happen again. I'll be damned if I let this cost me my happiness going forward. That's his thoughts, Gina. So I kind of get him turning over a new leaf, and I just pulled the card of reciprocity. I don't think he ever got hugged as a child. There it is right there. That goes back to that. I've literally got the card of reciprocity as the outcome. The Six of Pentacles. So, yeah. Two of Swords. You know what else I get from this, Gina? I think he may already be, but I think he's very transparent about his issues and things that he's gone through. He feels safe opening up to you. Do you know that? And talking to you. He feels emotional safety with you, which is so nice and not surprising, but yeah. But he feels he feels like he can open up to you, and he just, yeah. He feels that you accept everything about him. I love that. I like that little Saggy. I always have. So I think he's in a good place for this. I think you guys are in a good place. Kind of made it clear that I got to respect myself too. Yes, so you need reciprocity. Absolutely. Absolutely. He and I are very open. Yes. I love that. I love that, Gina. It's beautiful. Is there anything else that she needs to know about this? Is there anything else that Gina needs to know about this? Anything else that Gina Bina needs to know about this? Yeah. I get that. I get that he is. I love seeing that Temperance card come out. Because that's Sagittarius energy. It's a beautiful card. Take care, Greedy Joey. Love your face. Magician. He gonna do it. He's determined. He's gonna do whatever he needs to do. He's very determined. He knows he's got to open up and be more expressive verbally. And Ace of Pentacles. He wants to be stable. Taking it. There's the Fool card again. Diving right in. I think he knows I'll walk if I need to. Yes. And he doesn't want to lose that. He doesn't want to lose that. That would be this to him. That would be this. That would be a disaster. He doesn't want to lose you. This is how he sees you. The woman with the girl with everything. She's got it all. She's the whole package. And you are. You are the whole package. I know you know that. But you are. I like that. Yeah, taking a leap of faith. Absolutely. The leap of faith is like, I may go splat or I may be successful, but I'm doing it. Sometimes it feels like the unknown. And in this case, it is because, it's outside of his comfort zone, but outside of the comfort zone is where the magic happens. That's where the growth happens, And I think that's where you're at. I think that's where he's at. Yeah, maybe he ain't so young and dumb after all. Exactly. I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I'm going to have to agree with you on that, Gina. I like that. Thank you, baby girl, as always. I want a whole package. Does Amazon sell them? Well, I don't know, Birdie. I ordered some coffee cups the other day off of Amazon and a new Yeti that's got a handle on it. That's what I ordered. Oh, and I ordered Baxter some bones. That's my most recent Amazon order. He knows I'm full of magic. So he's got to step up or yes. Step up or step out. There is no in between. There's no other places. Out or up. I know. He's got a baby. Of course he is. I wouldn't expect anything less from someone that you had interest in. Because you're gorgeous. So there's that. I'm going to tell on you, Gina. She's a looker, y'all. And that's all I'll say. I need to learn magic then. Oh, pixie dust. Oh, that's so cute. I think Gina does have pixie dust. I'm surrounded by witches. I've got several brooms. You can borrow one of mine, Ms. Z. The next time we go riding, you can use one of mine. I'll loan it to you. Well, I get that, Gina. Honey, we all have. The personality's the best part, though. Girl, what am I going to do with you? Yeah, I bet we could all compare notes on fuglies. And fuglies doesn't always mean physical fugly, but fuglies that we've dealt with, right? I bet we could all compare notes. All right, next up is Pauline. And Pauline, let me timestamp for Pauline. And thank you, Gina. Did that get you where you needed to be, girl? Let me know. I fly on my angel wings. There you go. Gina goes, she just flies with angel wings. But let's timestamp for Pauline. Here we go. All right, so Pauline is a Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. All right, I got the Leo vibe going. Dealing with Ryan. There you go, Gina. Dealing with Ryan. Love you too, Ladybug. Dealing with, okay, so she is a Leo. Ryan is a teacher who is a Capricorn, talking about a date in July when school ends. Does he really tell everyone about me, and is it good things? He said he talks about me to anyone who will listen. Oh, what is the advice so that we can have a good connection and possible long term? I'm the anxious type. He's so confident. Okay. So good that you're aware. This is good. This is good. So you're starting out in a good way. Let's see about question 1. Give me Ryan, the Capricorn. Is he really telling everyone about Pauline the Leo? Is he really telling everyone about Pauline the Leo? What's his vibe on this? What's his vibe? Tell me what's going on here. Tell me what's going on here. What's his vibe? What's Ryan, the Capricorn's vibe as it relates to Pauline the Leo? What's Ryan's vibe as it relates to Pauline the Leo? There you go, Gina. Gina's talking now. She's dropping some truths. Tell me, Ryan the Capricorn, about Pauline the Leo. Woo, girl. Here's what I got. Yes. He is very enthusiastic about you and maybe starting something with you. And he is already imagining what it would be like to be together in a long-term relationship, living together, marriage, blending of families, what have you. He sees himself as being happy with you. He could be happy with you. Four of Wands, the 1111 card, he's like, is this it? Now, here's what's interesting. I have the Nine of Swords here. Your Capricorn has a good poker face. What you don't know is you guys have both connected for a reason. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. You describe yourself as anxious. He has abandonment fears as well. Because both of those are rooted in abandonment issues, okay? Not uncommon for people that have Capricorn placements. Does that mean that it has to fuck you guys up? No, it does not. What it does mean is you've got to do a deep dive on this. Just like Gina said, and Gina is a therapist. I don't know if you heard me say that earlier. Gina's actually a dear friend of mine. She says, Pauline, I'll help you fix that nervous system and get rid of that anxiety. And that anxious attachment style, or I don't know if he's worked on this or what, but the fact that he feels like you could be his person also scares him, because it triggers, that's why the Nine of Swords is here, it triggers his own abandonment wounds. How that manifests, I don't know. If you're anxious, he could possibly be like an avoidant. So it at worst, this could have the propensity to go toward a runner-chaser thing. Like Gina said, study up on attachment theory and heal that stuff. That is going to be paramount for both of you. And it does not shock me that you guys have connected. You have a common wound. Does that mean that it has to be the downfall of you? No, but it can be. So what Gina's saying is going to help you mitigate your own issues, and he needs to do the same thing, and you can't tell him what to do until you know about this. And you can't very well go and say, hey, I talked to that tarot lady and she said you got fears of abandonment, so she says you can't really do that, okay? You've got to actually wait for either him to open up about it or for it to manifest. And the best thing you can do is, if he does do the avoidant thing, and you need to, like Gina said, you need to study up on all these unhealthy attachment styles, studying up on attachment theory. If it does manifest that way, the worst thing you can do, you're going to, as an anxious, you're going to want to chase. That's the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do is just sit tight. It's the best thing you can do for you, and the best thing you can do for him is to sit tight and not chase, and not worry, and not focusing on you. That's going to pull your energy back. And if anything pulls him towards you, it's going to be what I talked about earlier when I talked about energy behavior and how that works, okay? And the push-pull of that. Model secure attachment, and maybe he will follow suit. Great advice from our resident therapist. Gina, you're like my Jack Tremarco. Do you know who that is? Do you know who Jack Tremarco is? Anyway, this can work, but it could go south in a heartbeat, okay? This can work, but it can go south in a heartbeat. So, look, I don't want you to think that anybody's picking on you. We all have our issues. Trust and believe. You are not alone. We all got, look, I went from anxious to avoidant, okay? My pendulum swung, and I still have to center myself on that thing. I have to have an awareness that I have that abandonment wound, and I have the propensity to push people away. And so it's much better now, because learning about it, studying about it, becoming aware of it is going to help you to mitigate it. Okay? That's what I got. And actually, you would ask, what is the advice so that we can have a good connection and possible long term? There you go. There you go. I didn't realize I was answering your second question. I will see if the cards have anything else to say for advice for you, but that's what I have That's what I have for you so far. Dude is very enthusiastic about you. Very enthusiastic about you. I think there is a lot going for you too. But this could go south in a heartbeat too. And that would be why. That would be why. You know, you had mentioned he's so confident. Sometimes Capricorns have an amazing poker face. Capricorns can feel very deeply many times, though. But that's what I got. Let's see if the cards have anything else for advice for you. We teach because we've been there. I'm the pot, Karen's the kettle. Someone's out there is the iron skillet. That's it. Someone else is out there is the iron skillet. I want to know who's got the iron skillet, Gina, so we can make cornbread. All right, let's see, Pauline, if we've got some advice for you. Advice. I love what Gina said. I'm going to go say that again. Model secure attachment, and maybe he will follow suit. Cappy's intrigued me too, but I'm a Capricorn moon, so I like Cappy's. I like that energy. It's a hard sign, very misunderstood sign. Any advice? Any advice? Queen of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, Five of Wands. All right, so here, Magician. All right, here's what's coming out. All right, so here's the thing. In order for you to mitigate your own, and because let's talk about that anxious attachment style. In order for you to mitigate this with the Queen of Wands, you've got to work on your own self-confidence, okay? And find your own grounding with the Ten of Pentacles. You've got to find your center within yourself. You've got to work on your own self-confidence, okay? You will be triggered. That's going to happen. It's inevitable. So will the Capricorn. It's what you do about those triggers. Triggers are not bad, and they can be your best friend. They're uncomfortable when we feel those fears being triggered. They're uncomfortable. But they're actually trying to help you. And when you find yourself feeling fearful, you can recognize this. Oh, I'm feeling triggered. This is that fear. And you can process through it and move through it and transmute it, as the Magician suggests, and manage that. And the same would be true on the Cappy's side, okay? It's okay to be triggered. It just depends on how you react to it, is, what follows that, right? That is absolutely okay. So there is definitely some advice that has come here that has hopefully come to help you with regard to that. Don't let the triggers scare you. Let the triggers stop you in your tracks. I'm triggered. Let it become aware. The more aware, and you are aware, the more aware of that, the more you're going to recognize when those fears creep in. Something that I got, and I don't know, I might be curious what Gina says about this. I feel like this. Slow and steady wins the race. You guys are both very enthusiastic about each other, and that's great. But speed can often cause fears to crop up faster and be more overwhelming and be harder to manage when we feel those triggers, those fears. So I would just say, if at any time either of you feel triggered, it's okay. Take a beat. It's okay. Don't run, don't cling, just chill. Get a meditation thing going daily too. Get you a meditation practice going daily. But I'm curious what you think about that, Gina. I feel like not to rush into something is going to be helpful to keep that fear from being so big at one point, all at once. You have to let me know what you think about that, Gina. That's what I got. You've got a SANE certificate, Ms. Z? I don't have one of those. I think I know why. You know I love Travis. Jesse, I didn't know you had been watching Travis. Or did I know that? I don't know. Travis May just had some great things to say about being triggered. He is a beast as far as genius. Gina says, I think taking it slow will help. So she's on board with that with me too. I kind of feel like that. You can draw me one with your crayons. Okay. Sounds good to me. Sounds legit to me. It's like the sage saying affection is a skill. Bit by bit, things will grow. Yes. The question is progress, not perfection, right, Gina? Progress, not perfection. That's the name of the game. Progress, not perfection. All right. I hope that helps, Pauline. I hope that helps, love. I did. I tell people about I love Travis. Travis is just salt of the earth. She says, Pauline, just go a tiny bit past your comfort zone each time y'all talk, and it will get where you need it to be. I like that. Yeah, just a little bit. It's kind of like getting used to the cold water in the pool. You know, I mean, jumping all in just is a shock to the body. And yeah, I know some people would say differently. But I'm one of those that puts my toe in and then my foot and then I'm up to my knees and then when my stomach, I just take it easy. Just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Yeah. Gina, is that what they call exposure therapy? Am I wrong? Or am I? She says, yes, connect and expect to freak out on the inside, but not have the behavioral response. Reality test. There you go. Is that exposure therapy or am I way the hell off? If I'm way off, it's okay. You can be honest, Gina. I'm way outside of mine. Yes, if you jump in, y'all will both run. Yes. Yes. Yes, and reprogramming. Okay then. All right, so Joseph. I just jump in, panic, and splash around. That works. Joseph, let's timestamp for Mr. Joseph. Joseph, thank you for being so patient. And Pauline, thank you for booking a reading with me, baby. All right, so Joseph, Pisces, Taurus, Venus, Scorpio rising, Cap, Moon, and Stellium. Reprogramming the automated nervous system. Okay, a type of it. Okay. Mercury in Aquarius, literally my only air placement. It gets me into trouble. It makes you smart though. So I choose a love reading. I'm getting energy for quite some time in my field that someone, or plural, wants to come forward, but they are not. Even if I'm wrong, what comes out for me for love? Let's see what's going on in your love life energetically. Let's just see what's going on in the ethers and love for you. What's going on in the ethers around Joseph and the romance? Does he have anybody in his energy that he's unaware of particularly? Gina says, Pauline, I'm so invested. I hope this goes well. Me too. Yeah, Pauline, you got to keep us posted. All right, Joseph. What's going on with Joseph the Pisces? Love. With the Mercury and Aquarius. Probably my favorite part of your chart. I like the cap stuff too, though. Give me what's around Joseph. What's around Joseph? What's around Joseph? Good Lord. There is somebody wanting to come forward that may, yeah, okay, you've got one person that wants to come forward that's feeling very guilty about something, that wants to make things right as far as taking responsibility and apologizing. I don't see an attempt at a reconnect. I may see that, but I don't see that now. But I do see somebody wanting to, that's very burdened about something that they feel guilty about. Now, let's get more on what might be around you. Especially if there's someone that owes you money. But just apology energy for sure. What's the deal with this? Okay, this is insane. All right, listen, Joseph, the first thing I pick up on somebody that you have caught their attention and they do watch you, they're not going to come toward you, and there is a reason. They're in a long-term connection. And they're in this energy of, I don't need to do this. This would be dumb. I need to be smart. So I kind of get that. I mean, we can't help it when we find somebody attractive. It's what we do about it, right? And in this case, I respect that. Let's see if there's anybody else around you, all right? I did pick up somebody from the past that really is burdened. I don't know. I haven't seen that, but we will take a look. Anything else around Joseph romantically? Anything else around Joseph romantically that we may or may not know about it? I'm back. Oh, wow, long-term connection. Yeah. There may be, there's two people that I've picked up on, so you're right about the plural. You're right about the plural, Joseph. You're spot on with that. Okay. Tell me more. Anybody else here that wants to tell me something? Joseph the Pisces. What is this? There it is. Same cards, Joseph. Literally, your person that I'm talking to is that the past person that's burdened is talking to me in this spread. All right. It is somebody that you have history with, and it is somebody who treated you badly. Six of Cups in reverse, Hangman in reverse. Someone that you may have thought that it didn't dawn on them how much it hurt you. And I'm going to be real with you, Joseph. Whoever this is, I don't think it did until later. Do they realize it now? They do. It very well could be. I mean, it could be any sign. But I'm going to tell you what's happened with this person. They've had it happen to them or something similar. Whether you know that or not, this has happened. They have had, I don't think that it dawned on them until they went through something themselves that was rough. Okay? And now they feel very burdened and they want to open up to you. They're trying to figure out how to open up to you. But this is weighing very heavily on them. Okay? very heavily on them. I'm not sure what has happened here that has changed things. They want to make things right. They will move toward you with an apology, okay? They're going to tell you they always loved you and that they know it was their fault. They're going to take responsibility for this. I don't think they're really going to in the business of offering you something per se, but I think they just really feel a lot of guilt and like they're in this energy of I've got to make this right. I've got to get this off my chest. This is so heavy. I got that. I'm going to see if there's yet another one. That's what you're picking up probably, because that's some heavy energy there. That's some heavy energy with that one. Okay. Anything else around Joseph? That's right. You know I love Scorpios, Ms. Z. Gina's my homie. I know we are. We're obsessed with each other. It's crazy. The banter between me and Gina is pure magic. I will tell y'all that. That past person is who you're picking up, Joseph. That past person is who you're picking up. And I'm going to tell you, that person is too afraid to ask for a new start. They won't ask for a new start because they feel like they don't deserve one. Are they over you? No. No, they're not. They're tormented. I've even got Earth energy, King of Pentacles. You said Capricorn. Okay, I've had heavy Scorpio in this thing too, throughout this thing. I've had a lot of Tower and Death stuff, which would make sense with what we're getting. That's what I got. That's who you're picking up on. That's your main character that you're picking up on, Joseph. That's your main character in what you're picking up. Yeah. That's what's up. This was up. I hope that helped you, love bug. That's crazy. You're a Jupiter Scorpion. That is so funny. And I'm not laughing. I mean, that's a cool placement, but like wow. I'm not even going to say, I'm not even going there. If anybody knows astrology, they're going to know why I'm chuckling. Just shut up, Karen. Shut up. That's so inappropriate. That's right, Ms. Z. I think it makes Gina has a lot of relatable. Gina is very relatable. Like, she's so easy to approach. I mean, man, I think she'd be such a great person to do therapy with. I do it informally with her anyway, so there is that. I'm closing out mini reads if y'all wondering what I'm doing. Tisha, I'm going to read for you next, but I'm closing out mini reads before I do. So you will be the last person that we read for. All right. And then I need to change my banner. Come here to me. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, so let's read for Tisha now. Poor Tisha had to wait forever. There she is. Tisha, thank you for being so patient. I really do appreciate you. You know, I'm going to love you even though you got Georgia in your name. I'm a big Bama fan, by the way. I don't know if you're a football fan, Tisha, but I'm a big Alabama fan. You know, we have that little football rivalry going on, right? 2 steps away from being committed. Hey, that's 2 steps. You got some space. There you go. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you, love. Well, thank you, George. I appreciate you. Educated hillbilly with a big heart. Huge heart. Huge heart. I think you're 100% heart. I don't know where the rest of you is. All right. So this is Georgia. Let me timestamp for you, love. You're an Alabama fan. Oh, well, girl. Hello. RTR. Here we go. So let's see what's up. Georgia is a Saggy. What do I need to know about my life right now? Okay. Let's put it to the test. Whoo! What does my friend, my Bama friend, Tisha, need to know right now? What does Tisha need to know right now? What does Tisha, the Sag, the Bama fan Sag, need to know right now? What does Tisha, the Sagittarius, need to know right now? The rest is not. What does Tisha need to know? Tisha the Sag. Give me Tisha the Sag. We've had a lot of Saggy energy. What about Tisha the Sag? What does she need to know? Tell me what she needs to know. What she needs to know. What does Tisha need to know? You're looking for the right thing in the wrong place. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Sweet, sweet dreams, Birdie. You have more power than you realize. We'll go into these in more detail. Give me Tisha. Ooh, you're getting some deep messages, Tisha. This is definitely a Sagittarius reading. I'm taking that. That's important. All right. Tisha, the Saggy. Tisha the Saggy. My love, Tisha, what you seek is seeking you. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Here's what I got. You are looking for the right thing, but you're not going to find it outside of yourself. I don't know what it is, and I could list you off some things. It could be stability. It could be love. It could be acceptance. It could be self-worth, self-esteem, connection. I'm going to skip a card and come back to it because that's how it flows to me. You can only connect to another person in any capacity, friend, coworker, romance, to the extent you have first connected to yourself. And that is where you will find what you need and what you are looking for. And that is where this comes into play. And I said, you have much more power than you realize. You absolutely have so much untapped potential. I know y'all get sick of me talking about shadow work, but it's not just about healing. It's beyond that. Gina, I did a Google search the other day and I got a statistic that I'm clinging to right now that you'll be fascinated about. Listen to me. Your mind, all of us, this is true for everybody listening, but Tisha, your mind, right now, the neuroscientist and the psychologist agree on this, 90 to 95% of everything that you experience, you choose, you do, you say, is driven by your subconscious. 90 to 95% of your mind and your power is untapped. You're using 5%. Your conscious knowledge is 5% of what your overall mind has. And when you start delving into that shadow work, that deep inner work, okay, that's where you find your power, and you'll find everything you need. What you're seeking is in that 90 to 95% jar, and you don't even know it. You don't even know. You don't even know it. You'll find it, though. You'll find it if you do enough shadow work. You see, the hermit is always pictured alone in the tarot, all right? And what's interesting is this. The hermit is almost always pictured with some kind of lantern. He is alone, clearly, but he's always pictured with some kind of lantern. And what that represents in the tarot, in this card, is divine guidance. And that comes when we are in solitude. In solitude. Okay? And when you go here and you do the deep inner work and you connect with you, then to that same level, you will be where you can connect to another. So if this is, and I'm just going to go out, I'm just going to say this. Most connections are shallow because people don't do this right here. But if you want something deep, and you're a Sag, Sagittarius are deep thinkers. That's where it's at. That's where real connection can come. All right? Another thing you need to know, you are being guided. Right now, your higher self, which is all part of this thing, okay, is dictating where you need to go and what you need to do and what experiences you have. Everything that you're experiencing is showing you something about yourself that you may not know. But everything that happens, even the tough shit, happens for us so that we can find ourselves, we can be motivated to grow, we can be motivated to heal ourselves. Just like we were talking about earlier when we were talking about anxious attachment and stuff like that. Those are deep wounds that it can be hidden away in that subconscious mind, right? But when we look at experiences differently and we realize that fear or whatever, fear, pain, whatever it is trying to show us something. An experience of another person, rejection, all that sort of stuff is trying to show you something, right? And so it's time for you to open up a whole new can of worms, okay? It's going to open up a lot of places and opportunities and things that you didn't know about yourself. You get to know about yourself on a deep new level. And ultimately, you become this right here, a badass, powerful motherfucker that can just make your own way and manifest great things and have your experiences are so much better. Let me tell you, I've been on this journey since early 2018. I got serious. I got so desperate and so tired of my own bullshit and my bullshit experiences. And the only thing I could come up with in that moment was, I don't think I've been a bad person, but, but God, I keep having these shitty experiences. And I said, I can't deny that the only common denominator is me. And it's not that you're a bad person. It's just that you got to work on your self-confidence, your self-love, all of that sort of thing. And you've got to you got to face your fears. You can't run from them. You got to face them. You got to make friends with them and figure out what they're trying to show you. And you can then have power over them. You become aware of things like, fear of emotional vulnerability, fear of failure, fear of being alone, fear of growing old, all that shit. And you become aware of it, and you can have power over it. You can have power over it. I don't know if that's giving you what you need or not, but that's what I got for you, Miss Georgia. You're going to have to let me know if this hits you or what. You got a deep reading. I lost my fiance less than 2 months ago, and I've been, oh my God. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I don't know what, I will never tell anybody I know how you feel, because I don't. But what I can tell you is that I am sorry for your loss. Truly sorry for your loss. I will tell you this. I think that it's going to be a hard road for you. This is not going to be an easy road. Feel the feelings to heal them. Yes. Allow yourself the grace and the time to feel and to heal. Allow yourself the grace and the time, and get on a healing journey. Journaling is a super powerful thing to do. And I will tell you, there have been many times in my life that working with a mental health professional helped me through some really tough times. And I think this is a tough time for you. I really do. And I don't think, one day, absolutely, one day at a time. I don't know if you're working with somebody, but I feel like that might be helpful for you. There are great therapists in the world, and there are therapists that have not worked for me, right? And different ones are going to work for you. And that doesn't even mean they're necessarily bad. It just may mean that you don't jihad with that person. But I will absolutely say this. I'm a big believer and a big proponent in working with a good therapist, especially in these really rough situations. I think that can go hand in hand with your own journey of healing, okay? And doing the work, if you will. Yeah, tonight has been intense. But I feel like, I don't know why, but I just pick up that you're a strong woman. This didn't make you strong, though. It didn't. I don't like people that say tough times make you strong. I don't like that. Some people say that, and I know they mean well. I think you were strong to begin with, and I think walking through this ridiculously hard thing is going to help you to realize how strong you really are and how powerful you really are. And I will tell you what I'm getting. Your fiance would absolutely want you to live your best life. Your fiance says live every day. Live every day of your life. And I absolutely feel like your fiance would want you to heal from this. So I want you to see this. Gina's saying this, Georgia, if you didn't miss it. She says, my heart goes out to you. Read David Kessler. He helped me open up my grief and start healing. Grief is a gift. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. I'm a grief and trauma counselor. It's an amazing process. There you go. Hey, Jessica. I've had to be only choice I've ever had. Yes, I know. But I think Gina has made a good recommendation for you. And what's interesting is a lot of times Georgia, and Gina's a busy girl. A lot of times Gina will pop in and then she'll go to bed. She's, you know, she goes to bed earlier than me. And for some reason, she's hung out here. And now I know why she felt the need to hang out here. She was following her intuition because you needed to hear from her some things she could say to you that I couldn't. And this is one of them. Hey, Jessica, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we booked out and we're on our last one. You're welcome, Pauline. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was meant to be. And you can do this. Georgia, you can do hard things. You can do hard things. See, look, exactly. She has never, and she's never hung till the end. That was divine. That was divinely guided for you to be here, Gina, and for you and for Georgia to, for you to have that, you know, input. Take care, Ms. Z. Love you. Always fun to have you, Z, Ms. Z. I'm gonna just start calling you Z. It's always a pleasure to have you. We're all here for a reason. That is true, Jesse. That is absolutely true. You can do hard things. Be strong, girl. You can do hard things. You know, I love that saying. I got my daughter a really pretty little bracelet, little cuff bracelet, and that was engraved on the inside. Beautiful girl. You can do hard things. Gina, thank you, by the way. You're amazing. You're just the most amazing person ever. Yes, definitely. David Kessler. Thank you, Georgia, for sharing that with us and allowing us to, you know that. I know that's hard to talk about, and I'm super proud of you. By the way, uh, yes, feel it to heal it. I have a little plaque on my wall, Gina, that says that. Um, feel it to heal it. Feel it to heal it. He has a Facebook group if you're in there. Okay. I didn't know that, Gina. I may pop in there. Um, um, but Tisha, you're gonna be fine. It's not gonna be easy, but you got it. You absolutely got this. Thanks, Gina. I appreciate you. I appreciate your love. Um, but I hope that this helped you, Tisha. I hope that that gave you a little bit of insight and clarity, and maybe you felt a little support and love. I hope so. I hope so. I will tell you this, Tisha. I have one parting thing to say. May you live all the days of your life. May you live all the days of your life. Good. Good, good, good. I'm glad to hear that. And thank you, Tisha. Thank you for being here. And roll tide. Because the Gemini always has to crack a joke, right? The Gemini always has to crack jokes at the most inappropriate times, right? My apologies. But thank you, Tisha. And thanks to everybody. And Gina, big shout out to you. I appreciate you so much. All right. Well, I guess with that, we might call it a night. Yes? Fair enough? Jokes is how I make it these days. There you go. Well, you're a Saggy, so you kind of get it. You kind of get that, right? All right, my loves. Thank you all so much. I'll see you guys soon. Is it Gemini or that cat me? You know, it could be either one. I think it's how I cope with trauma. And I think that could be either one, Jesse. My Saggy daddy used to say, you got to laugh to keep from crying. I've said that before. Yeah, it's like when you've got a choice between laughing and crying, I hope we can all laugh a little. Or at least cry and laugh at the same time, right? That makes it a little less bitter, right? What is it? A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down? Yeah, that. All right. Love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you guys so much. This has been very poignant. It's been a lot to me. Thank you guys so much for sharing and chatting with us. And I guess we'll see you guys next time. I won't be live tomorrow, but I will do some uploads. I've got a couple of signs that are going up tomorrow. So look for those. I think Virgo and Libra hit tomorrow. And then you know who's after that, right, Gina? Scorpio should be day after tomorrow. If all, they used to say when I was growing up, if God willing and the creek don't rise, right? It helps to So it actually is therapeutic. It helps to reprogram the nervous system. Okay. I'm glad to know that. Thank you, Gina. Thank you. All right. Well, I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all.